Back, hockey fans, to the U16 Tier 2 State Championship Tournament. My name is Gary Allen, joined by Keegan Clark, Eastern Washington University hockey player. And what's nice about this game, Keegan, I'm not sure what to expect out of it because we haven't watched either of these teams.
No, it's always fun when you really don't know. It's all a mystery to anybody. So hopefully we get a good game out of these two.
I did get a chance to watch Tacoma about 3 months ago when they played at the Eagles Ice Arena. And but I only got to see one game of that one. But beyond that, have no idea what to expect. And I'm trying to see if this is their second game that both of these teams played today.
No, this is the first game between the two.
Yeah. So neither one of them played earlier today at the Eagles then. Okay.
No, not at all.
So we're ready to get this thing kicked off. Sno-Kings get it right off the bat, dump it in. Sin gave chase. The only thing I know, I hear the Sno-Kings, they do like to get physical. And that's the only thing I could pick up talking to a couple of parents. And I'm not sure what side they're on, but they just said, yeah, the Sno-Kings they have a tendency to get real physical. You'll have to bear with us because since we've never watched either one of these teams, we're going to have to get their names as the game goes. Sink gets it. He takes a quick shot. And you pick up Keegan who's in net for either one of them. I did not see either one of the goalies when they were warming up.
Looks like we got number 1 Ryan Power in net for Sno-King Thunderbirds, and it looks like we have Kellen Hundley in net for Tacoma Rockets.
Okay, I'm going to go with that. Sno-Kings breaking it out. Big hit by Ramsey Whalen for Tacoma. Took Sno-King off the puck on that one. He's a kid to keep an eye on. Whalen goes back, picks the puck up. He goes behind his net, kicks the puck up. Pass one over to Kent. Kent tried to get it up and went a little bit too far for his line mate. Sno-Kings behind their net. Tacoma's doing a nice job of hassling him right now. Brodew picked it up. He kind of kicked it out behind his net.
Tacoma looking to regroup in their own zone. Turned over. Can't seem to really get it out of their own zone right now, Tacoma.
Yeah, they're right now. It looks like one of the game plans for the Sno-Kings is really clogging up the neutral zone, which is causing Tacoma some problem when it gets in their end.
Dumped in. Lee, quick shot, saved. Tacoma try to wrap it around. Valenki for Tacoma. Can't get it. Kinderman. Save made. Foul behind the net. Thrown out and tried to throw it out in front. Blocked. Tacoma looks like a breakout. Chip by Connerman. Valiente comes up, shot just wide. Tacoma keeps it in. That one's dumped down by the Sno-King defenseman, Deegan. That'll be nice.
One thing I'm noticing with Seattle right now, they're trying to pinch every chance they get, especially if one of the Rockets is over by the boards. they're sending 2 players in at one time on that. We'll see how that progresses.
Face off to the right of the goaltender. Shot. Blocked. Dump back down. Tacoma looking for it. Pinched up against board by Wenberger. Up to the point. Shot back in. Finally, the puck gets out. McKinnon dumps it in deep, high stick. No. Now comes Sno-King. Sno-King up to Beatty. He'll dump it in deep. McKinnon will chase after it. Gets hit hard by Henneman. He'll chip it to the front. Beatty. Shot. Saved. Rebound kicked out. Up to the blue line. Can't get out. Beatty. Tries to get it deep. Can't. Picked up by his teammate. He gets ridden off into the wall hard by Whalen. Chipped up. In all by himself. Good step up by Trout. As his teammate sends one across for Shipachev. Shipachev walks in 2-on-2, shoots one wide. Bordeaux chases. Picked up by Tacoma, back the other way. 2-on-2, they content to dump it down. Tacoma whacks one right in front, takes a wacky bounce. Up to the point, blocked by Shipachev. And Trout looked for Shipachev and just couldn't quite reach him for the icing. And it seems like early so far, they're really trying to fill each other out.
That's exactly what I was going to say. That's exactly both teams right now. They're trying to figure out which way they want to play.
A lot of physicality early. And even in the last 16U game, it was really physical early. I'm interested to see how that continues in these other games.
I know with that first game, when Spokane played against Seattle, Spokane players better buy that netminder dinner because he's the one that kept them in that game for them to win that game. He was outstanding for Spokane.
Nicholson looks for his teammate on the far side. Goes wide. Whalen. Good pinch. Tries to get it deep. Doesn't. Sno-King tried to move it up. Got blocked, but he gets it right back. It's Panov. Come out from his D position. It's going. Got a hold of it. They'll play it. That will prevent the icing. Interesting choice there. White moves up to his teammate. Shot. Rebound came out right to the Sno-King player, but just seems like it kind of bounced right over his skates or his stick or something like that.
Huntley did a nice job, but he actually pushed it off with his blocker so his teammate could pick up the puck and go on an attack.
Peterson looks for a tip. Can't find it. Sno-King picks it up. They chip out. And that will go down for an icing.
It looked to me, sorry about that, Keegan, but it looks like to me Seattle's trying to get where they can get Tacoma on an odd break. They've been setting in 3 players constantly, and I think that's what part of their plan is to see if they can get Tacoma, catch them sleeping on them. And so far, that's what it's looking like to me.
I was about to say the same thing. Seems like they're trying to stretch out the ice, and so far they aren't really connecting. Peterson takes a quick shot, goes wide, kicks right out in front. Save made by Power as he had to deal with the ricochet. Fire Joe a little bit in front. Multiple shots down by Tacoma here. Kept him by Gwynn up, and now it gets out. Peterson.
One thing Tacoma's kicking really well with, they're sending 2 players, and they're trying to make Seattle make a mistake in their zone. They're putting a lot of pressure on them.
Goenderman carries into the zone. Got a broken stick on the ice. Looks like a Tacoma player. That one stays in. That one's going to get dumped down. Does it have enough? And they wave it off. Sno-King picks up behind the net. Battle in the corner. Puck's chipped up and kept in by the defenseman for Tacoma. And that one's going to be iced down. .9:21 left in the first period. How do you think this game's going on so far?
Well, I still think they're feeling each other out, to be frank with you. But I think Seattle is trying to go with an odd man break on it. And they look like a team that could end up throwing the body, because I looked at Koterman, and that's a big kid out there, and it looks like he likes to bang out there. So I'm not sure if Seattle will go to that game, or if they're still going to try to get some odd man breaks.
Whalen tried to keep it in unsuccessfully, but took a body while he was at it. Weinberger over to Beatty. Trouble finding it in his feet. He throws it to the middle. Intercepted by Tacoma, who get shot past almost. Can't get through. Tacoma player went through, hit, missed. As Tacoma picks it up.
But it looks like Tacoma's starting to throw their brother a little bit too, because on that play, player just forgot the puck, just decided to go use his body, did a nice check off on it. And I couldn't get a feel. I talked to a couple of parents in between, since we didn't know the squad, and they weren't really sure how this game was going to go. They played each other before, but everyone seemed to be guarded on any kind of response, like, yeah, we should do this, we should do that. But so it'll be interesting how the game plays out.
Peterson looked for a shot through, got blocked. Up comes Wixon. Wixon makes a move at the blue line. Onside. Over to Lee. Knocked away. And up comes Tacoma. Valiente. Shot just wide. Basil. Pick it up. Throws it in front. Can't get it. That was chipped in by Singh for his teammate Wixon. Bottom of the corner. Singh looked for Lee in front. Couldn't get him. Carried out by Tacoma. Ridden off by Lee was Cobiete. Cobaltier. Got ridden off by Lee there, and now there's an offsides.
Couple players are standing out to me for Seattle. They got a penalty that Tacoma team did.
Looked like too many men on the ice for Tacoma.
Yeah, because I didn't see initial at all the referees raise their arm up, but they got some really, really outstanding skaters that have picked up so far. Lee's one, Singh's one. Koterman also moves really well for being that big. He moves around really well.
Face off to the right of Hundley. White won it. Lee up over the Koterman. Koterman shot tipped in front by White. Puck still loose. Fire drill. Bodies flying. Puck pick up by Tacoma. Tacoma looking to chip it out. They do. And on a break goes Tacoma. Back the other way. Shot save made by Power.
But it kind of goes back to what we were talking about. Both teams are looking at who was going to make a mistake, and there's a great example of it. Seattle did make that error, and Tacoma jumped on it.
Up comes Seattle. Dumped in by Lee. Lee gets ridden off, and that puck's going to get wrapped around and will go down for icing. 1:15 left in the penalty. Just seemed like it was almost an unforced error by Seattle, and it almost cost them.
Yeah, it did. But I've been impressed with the netminders. I mean, I was looking at Powers, and he's done a nice job, especially on that breakaway. But then Hundley, he's made 3 outstanding saves that Seattle had point-blank shots on him. So both goaltenders are playing well.
Over the White. Shot wide. Lee picks it up. Down low for White. White will try to walk to the middle. Drops off for Lee. Lee takes a shot from the outside. Ooh, save made by Hundley. He quite couldn't see it there. White tried to stuff it on the short side unsuccessfully, and Konerman will get it on the near wall. Tries to feed it out in front. Taken away by Tacoma. Kept in by Lee. Back the other way comes Seattle. They'll shoot, blocked. This puck will be dumped out, and Lee will pick it up, regroup in the neutral zone. Lee comes in. 1 and 2, shot, scored. Bar down from the top of the circles. Don't think quite Hundley saw it. And Sno-King comes out to a 1-0 lead early. 5:35 left in the first period.
Hundley struck me as he went down a little bit early on that shot, which opened up that whole top end of the bar under there. Nice shot by the Sno-Kings on that one. But I was watching, it was an interesting battle that Deegan was doing for Seattle. He was in front of the net, and the D-men were having heck trying to get him out of the way. So good heads-up play by him previously, but that was a nice shot by the Sno-Kings.
Now the question is, how will Tacoma respond? Can they respond quickly, or will it take some time, or will Sno-King get on to that next goal?
Yeah, we'll see if it opens up the floodgates for the Sno-Kings, or if Tacoma settles down and say, okay, that happens. Let's get going back into our game. And that's always the question mark after that first goal. How's the team going to respond in the first 2 minutes after that goal?
Bordeaux carries. Whacked away by a defenseman for Tacoma. That one's dumped back down. Tacoma will go for a change. Beatty takes it behind his net. Hounded by a Tacoma player. Still there. Beatty dumps it in. Wrapped around, thrown in front by Heidemann. That one's put around.
What I'm finding amazing, Keegan, is how quick this game's going right now. There's only 4:30 left in the period.
A big hit thrown by in the corner. Couldn't quite tell who threw the hit, but Tacoma player, hit that Sno-King player real hard.
It looked like Russell was the one that threw the body in on that one for Tacoma.
Back the other way comes Sno-King. Peterson flips it ahead. Good pass. Over to Carl. Carl will dump it, and it'll hit the netting, and will go to center ice.
That was a nice stop by Carl. What he was trying to do is bang it off the glass and trying to pick up one of his line mates, and I think that was now I think about it, I didn't pick up who it was, but that's what he was trying to do, and it went a little bit too high into the netting, but he was definitely trying to get it off the glass.
Panoff carries it in and off its zone. Hit hard by Peterson. White battling there with Panoff. They'll be moved up to Valiente. Shot. Ricocheted. And that one is caught by Power. 3:37 left in the period as McKinnon for Tacoma seems to rejoin the ice.
I know he was looking at his hand when he went into the locker room, but it's good to see him come back. So it must have been a minor fix.
Battle in the corner. Shipachev. Looked for Bordeaux. Couldn't quite connect. Kicked up. Konderman. Shipachev takes it in the neutral zone. Gets the red line. Walks in. Took it away by number 15, Talamontes.
That was a nice play by Montes on that one, too.
Went up over his D partner. Up the boards. Toned over right in front of the net. Konderman. Looked for Shipachev. Went back to Gwinnett. Gwinnett. Tipped in by his teammate. Back the other way. Here comes Tacoma. Shot. Save made by Power.
Power is definitely a net miner. It looks like he's very quick. He's got great reflexes on that too. So it'll be interesting to see how Tacoma will attack him.
Tacoma looking to set up a breakout off the boards. Kicked up, kept in by Seattle. Poked away. Here comes Seattle back the other way. Seattle's stick was on the ice as Tacoma player gets hit, but dumps puck in. Take a hit to make a play. Battle now. Puck squirts to the far side.
I do like how both teams are swarming each other when they're in their end. So both teams are taking that style and they're sending two people in on top. We got an interference coming up. Look, it's going to go against Tacoma. Like that's Carl that's going in the box. He's not happy with the call at all.
We go back to another power play for Sno-King, and we'll see how that works out for them. Last one potted their first goal, and Tacoma's looking to rebound off of the last one. Cornerman wins the lead. He gives it away, flipped up by Tacoma. It's picked up by Panev.
Even though it's still early in this game, it'll be interesting if Seattle scores, how that kicks them in gear, or if Tacoma stops them, if they can get a little momentum off that. But this is a crucial kill right now for Tacoma.
White drops off for Lee. Lee takes a shot, ricochets, save made, and that one's found and covered by Kellen Hundley.
Hundley did a great job of getting himself back into the play. He started to go toward his left. The puck went to the right on him, and that was a great recovery by him because that puck would have just been sitting there with a wide open net. But kudos to him for being heads up and smothering it.
White over the number 66, Thane Deegan. And he'll make it 2-0 with 50.6 seconds left.
Well, like we mentioned earlier, he just loves plopping himself right in front of that netminder. There was absolutely nothing Hundley could have done on that one. That was just a great play all the way around. But Deegan, he likes that. He loves being right in front of that netminder.
Yeah, and obviously it's somewhere that he's very comfortable in, and he'll be able to find that empty space wherever it is.
Oh, no question. That's his home. When they're on the attack, he loves being in front of the netminder.
Rogers makes a quick move, takes a shot, save made by Power. Going, looking to set out in front. Hundley, shot, glove, save made by Power. Tacoma looking good offensively so far right now. Puck battle. Sno-King's going to come out with it. Turned over at the top of the circles. Tacoma trying to get it back deep. They do. Bordeaux throws a hit. Thrown in front. Ricochet. Now one's in. Looks like it was whacked out of midair by Matthias Rossels.
Well, that's what Seattle's claiming. It was a high stick. And the referee, now they're conversing with each other. But Seattle definitely instantly went up. And all their players in motion, that was a high stick tip in. So.
And the question, it doesn't look like it's going to work as
Bordeaux's over there pleading his case right now. The one referee's just shaking his head no. So they're going to count that goal.
And a good response by Tacoma going down 2-0. Figure out. Come back with one with only 5 seconds left. And they'll start the second period with a good momentum.
I'll tell you the truth, King. I think that was a crucial goal for Tacoma to get on that one because the Sno-King started to get some momentum off of it. And so that was a great response by the Tacoma squad.
This is 2-1 after the first period. This game, it seems like sometimes they're still trying to figure each other out 5-on-5.
There's
Two
no
power play
question.
goals for Sno-King, and that's about it.
I think you're spot on with that. I do. That's what it strikes me. There's a little choppiness going on, and that goes back to each team's waiting for what are we going to do. And it's interesting. It's a whole period of filling out. So we'll see what happens and who makes that adjustment now that they had a full period again, see what's happening with this. But no, I was agreeing with you, and I almost jumped in on that. But they still look like they're filling each other out.
So as we get started in the second period, what do you think Tacoma needs to do to get that next goal?
Right now, I think they're playing a good style against the Sno-Kings. I think the Sno-Kings are trying to get a little momentum off their skating and how they're pinching down, but right now there's not a whole heck of a lot. It's just like that one goal the Sno-Kings got. That was kind of a little fluky goal on that one. So I think both teams, they need to kind of go back to their system, open up a little bit. They're still playing pinch. They're real playing tight, and that's not opening up the ice for them. So we'll see what kind of adjustments the coaches made.
Face-off drop. Dumped in by Tacoma. And we'll restart from center. Tacoma going right to left, wearing black jerseys with Tacoma across the front. Silver, blue, white, and red trim. Sno-King wearing basically the Seattle Thunderbirds jerseys
Yep.
with a blue top, green, white trim with blue numbers. Tacoma keeping up top. Shot blocked off, and here comes Sno-King back the other way. It's Simon. Sing. Shot, save, White. Rebound. Comes out in front, and that one will go in. It looked like Gwinnett might have hit it off his stick and into the net. Just an unfortunate bounce, it seems.
It was one of those fluky goals, to be frank with you. Hundley had it set up, and it looked like, and then at the last end, you hit it. It looked like it changed direction. There was nothing he could do about it at that point. It was just a strange setup, and I'm not sure who tipped that, but the puck definitely changed directions on Hundley. Well, now it's time to see how Tacoma responds. They did a good job when they were down 2-0 on a response. We'll see how they come back now. And again, it's crucial that first minute or two after that goal, how they respond to it.
PNAHA. Knocked down. Gets it back. Moved up for Deegan. Deegan, hounded by 3 Tacoma players, gets it to Lee somehow. Lee, hit in the corner. Tacoma, trying to pick it up. Whalen, intercepted by Shipachev. Lee, moved out in front. Over to the far side. Konerman tried to keep it in. And he'll just send it over to Panev. Seattle looking to regroup. Chipped in. Tacoma. He made a good escape move on the first one and then skated right back into his own defenseman. So this one's whacked down the ice and will be icing. Tacoma protesting, saying it was tipped.
Yeah, and I think the Sno-Kings got a break on that one because that puck was tipped before it went all the way down. But I think what's interesting, I'm watching how their style is, and both teams are pinching, and I think they're trying to do it to create that mistake, and that's why they're both still continuing to do it, and I think that leads to the filling out process still because no one's making that crucial mistake by doing that. But they are pinching down, trying to put a lot of pressure, see if they get a turnover.
Heidemann dumped in. Seattle looking to set up in front. Just missed the stick of number 88, Hudson Danks.
Yeah, he tried to do it one time, but he went a little bit high over the puck.
Trout. Move forward for Heidemann. Be offsides. Seems like he'll go back to center ice. 14:53 left in the second period. And that was a great start for Sno-King. And it's exactly what Tacoma did not want. They got momentum back at the end of the first period, and they gave it right back right at the beginning of the second.
Yeah, and that's why I've been watching to see how Tacoma responds off of it.
White makes a move. Taken away by Whalen. Whalen moved it up, got taken away, and shot was redirected. Wixon would just threw it on net and made Hunley make a save. Weinberger keeps it in. Down for Singh. Battles with Whalen. Wixon and Whalen still battling in that corner. Wixon will get it out. Thrown in front. Taken away. Up comes Valiente. Sends it over. Shot blocked. Into the corner. Hit there. And Wixon will get it. He'll send it up to Singh. Singh will rock it around the net. Seems like he tried to throw it in net thinking a player would be there. He didn't pick his head up and went right to a Tacoma player.
But it is interesting. I think it's real crucial to Tacoma gets the next goal because they did a great response when Seattle got that 2-0 lead on them. But they may dig themselves in the hole if the Sno-Kings pop that next goal on them. So I think out of looking at it, Tacoma's definitely got to respond.
Yeah, and like you said, I think it's crucial that they are the next goal here. You don't want to let this game get to a 3-goal lead.
Well, it looks to me the Sno-Kings build off of momentum, and that comes when they score a goal. If you look at the last couple goals they made, they had a lot more energy attacking. And so my hunch is that's part of their game is they start developing their momentum every time they can get a point on the goal. That's why Tacoma's got to get the next one.
Whistle here. Tempted late change, and they're not going to let them do that.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, that's probably why there was, because there were 6 players out there for the Sno-Kings.
Faceoff's going to be to the left of Power.
Well, I'll tell you, Powers definitely looks quick. They're going to have to figure out. They might have to kick some traffic in front of him, try to get his sight him off because he looks very, very quick.
Lee lost the faceoff. Tried to force a shot through, got blocked. That was Nicholson that tried the shot. Betty skates it forward. Can't quite get it to his teammate over there and Lee, but Lee will pick it up on the far side. Sends a shot wide. Now comes Tacoma, kept in by Seattle. Tacoma sends it across the front. Picked off by Betty. He'll send it to his D partner, who will send it right back to Betty, but miscue, bad pass. Kicked in front, shot, save made, and he gets hammered for his troubles. That was Kent that got hit hard.
Yeah, if you notice the body control Powers had in that net, he wasn't going to let anything, and he hugged that post extremely tight.
Shot, front, save made. Turned over. Heidemann got up to Conderman. Battle on the near side hash marks, gets up to the blue line and Panoff in his own zone, hounded by a Tacoma player. Somehow gets it again, and then back the other way. Here comes Peterson. Pearson flips it in front, tipped away by Power. Carl can't control it. This one's picked off again. Back the other way comes Nicholson. Nicholson around his own net. Tried to feed to his teammate who got hit by Conderman. Conderman moved up to a point and a shot goes wide. Bordeaux tried to feed the middle. Couldn't. Picked up by Haddyman. Haddyman with a quick shot. Save made by Hundley with the glove.
What I'm finding interesting is it looks like Seattle picks up some momentum. Then all of a sudden it's switched. Tacoma gets the momentum. They keep going back and forth. And that's the only thing I keep thinking is they're still trying to feel each other out because the momentum shifts are really, really quick.
Whalen wraps around to the far side. Kicked up. Battle for it. Taking behind the net. And that one just dumped all the way down on net. Dumped in. That will somehow stay in. It looked like it hit the edge of the stanchion on the bench, but that's not out of play unless something hits it.
No, but it looked like it went into the bench and popped back out.
Yeah.
That was strange.
Singh. Shot blocked by the Tacoma player, who's not quite on our sheet, it seems like. Can't pick up his last name right now. White. Sends it in front. Whacked away. Shipachev tried to get the shot away. And that one's dumped down by Tacoma. Number 98. Can't quite pick out his last name, number 98. As I would say, he's not on a sheet right now.
Yeah, I know.
So
I was just saying, well, maybe the roster was different on that one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to wait to see. It looks like Seattle's starting to pick up the aggressiveness a little bit more. So I'm wondering if they're not going to start going to the body more, see if they could rattle Tacoma.
Weinberger chasing Gwynn. Gwynn sent it in the front. Shipachev picks it off. Dump back in. Hundley will put it into the corner. Hit there was Peterson. Send it to the far side. Kicked up to Valiente. Valiente couldn't quite keep it in control as Beatty will pick it up.
Betty did a nice job of coming back and trail on that and pick up that puck. If not, Tacoma had a great shot at a break.
Gwinnett will get it deep. Talamonte is chasing. Cut off by Betty. Sent in by Valiente. And Gwinnett will hold it at the line at the top of the circles. Deegan looks for time and space, and he's content to just dump it down, get the icing. 9 minutes left here in the second period. Just under halfway through.
The game still is a bit choppy to me, and that's why I'm wondering, because again, I mentioned a few minutes ago, but it looks like the Sno-Kings are picking up the physicality of it, and I'm wondering if they're not going to shift over to that, see if they can get a couple of mistakes from Tacoma off that.
Back the other way. Here comes Seattle. And he's tripped up. Tacoma player was, and that will be a power play for Tacoma.
Well, this is what they needed. This could be the break that they were waiting for to get that man advantage on that. We'll see how Tacoma does with this, but something has to spark their offense just a little bit more, because right now Seattle's doing a good job of shutting them down for the most part. They're not letting Tacoma wide open like they were trying to do in the first period.
Rossels will take the draw for Tacoma, White will take the draw to the right of Power. The shot goes through. Ricochet's in front, takes a weird bounce, and Sno-King just wants to ice it, get a reset.
But Powers is playing definitely a heads-up game in that net. He knows exactly where he wants to kick his rebounds out to, and that's helping the Sno-Kings quite a bit.
One thing I'm noticing is Tacoma staying positive no matter being down two. It's hard. but they're staying positive, not letting it get to them, knowing that they're still in this game.
Oh, yeah, there's no question about it. There's a ton of game left. They're only down by 2. They just got to figure out how to solve Powers right now.
Russell's battling for it with PNAHA. Puck set in front, whacked away by a Sno-King player, and out to center. Peterson chases, has a man on him. That's Deegan over the Russells. Sends it to his partner. Looked to chip it out, kept in. That's Montes.
There's absolutely no reason for Tacoma to have their heads down right now. They're playing a good game against the Sno-Kings. They're just trying to figure out how they're going to get by Powers, but no, they're playing a great game.
Peterson took a good shot, just missed wide, looked for a rebound. Battle behind the net, Panoff seems to have kind of wrapped his arm around, maybe let go and lost his glove and stick in the process. He'll be down behind the net trying to pick it up, so kind of almost a de facto 5-on-3. He'll continue playing without his glove. He'll now pick it up and get a hold of it as it's kept in by Peterson. That one's over to Carl. That one's picked up by White. He'll just ice it down. Does it have enough on it? Does not. Will stay out from icing. Deegan will battle in the corner. He'll just pin it up against the wall. Taken up by Tacoma. 4-on-3, back the other way. Russells over the Rogers. He'll shoot. Blocked by Singh. That will go down. But Wixon shot over the net, sails high. Montes pinched off there. He'll get it back. Tried to gain the blue line, couldn't. And that would just be dumped in by number 88, Mathis Russells.
I tell you right now, I give the Sno-Kings a ton of credit on that one. They made sure Tacoma couldn't get out wide on them. They basically kept him inside the circles on that, and they would not let Tacoma break out on that one. That's definitely a tip of your cap to how the Sno-Kings played that.
High stick by Sno-King because a face-off in their own zone. 6:15 left in the period. Valiente will take the face-off against Lee.
And you could tell Tacoma wanted to spread him out, and the Sno-Kings just wouldn't buy into it.
Lost it. Shot. Scores! Emilio, number 98, shot from the point, and it beat him clean. I don't think the goalie even ever saw it and wasn't able to get set, and goes top shelf right over his shoulder.
It did, but it seemed to drop.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like almost like a knuckle shot on that one. It was a great shot, no question about it, but it definitely fooled Power on that one because this kind of came down and just tucked in under the crossbar. But nice play, and that's exactly what Tacoma needed to do, come back and answer it. And so we'll see how they do on that. That's a major goal for Tacoma.
Seemed to have surprised, thought it was going high, and like you said, it did drop. It did just knuckle in,
yep.
and it's hard for a goalie to. It's like a baseball, you know. Valiente looked to get it in front, couldn't. Brought up to the point, shot right back in. Good job by Whalen. Valiente looked to feed his teammate, number 14, Kaysen Nicholson. Shipchef will carry it in. Nicholson will intercept. Whalen. There, chips it by Valiente. Whalen back in, dumps it in. Lee turns, fires. Valiente picks it up, fires it in himself. And he'll go for a change. Nicholson had trouble with it. Chased down by Shipachev. Carry wide. Nicholson will dump it in. Power will set it up for his teammate. Sent in front. Mixon couldn't get a hold of it. Now two Tacoma players right off a Sno-King one. Carried back the other way. Mello bowls right over a Sno-King defenseman. Looks like that was number 22, Beatty. White couldn't quite control it. That one will roll its way down on the side by icing.
But again, that was interesting. You mentioned way earlier in this period about Tacoma's keeping their spirits up, and it's like, yeah, they're in the game. That the Sno-Kings aren't dominating them at all. So yeah, they should feel good about themselves. They've been playing a clean game. They just keep falling down by 2, but they keep fighting back up. There's a lot of hockey left. 3-2 lead for the Sno-Kings is not insurmountable.
Panev shot, save made, kicked into the corner. Pearson battles there with White. That one goes behind the net. Wrapped around, kept in. That one's going to squeak to the goaltender. Power will play it. Couldn't quite handle it. Was Konderman, and White now is going to pick it up the other way as Tacoma had it intercepted. Goes 3-on-2 back the other way. Tries to make a move. Couldn't. White shot off the crossbar. Handoff. He'll take it. Get over the Danks. Danks up. Tipped by Valiente. Won't be an icing. As Gwinnett will take it. Wrap it. Konderman will pick it up. Take it in. Watch this center. Cover up. And now some rough stuff. Cross check there. Yeah, and he looks like he's going to get called for it.
And that's exactly what Tacoma does not need. They're getting themselves back in this game. And that, to be honest with you, that was a total unnecessary penalty. There was nobody close to the netminder, and he just took the liberty. He got caught.
It'll be number 15, Zachary Talamontes. He'll sit for the cross check.
Now, that's a penalty the coaching staff's going to be very unhappy with.
As Sno-King already has the 2 power play goals on the game, it's one of those ones where it's like, why are we taking this penalty? We don't need this right now. We haven't been able to shut down their power plays. They go to work now. Konderman whiffed. Got it forward now as Tacoma back the other way. They tried to break through. Whacked away by Lee at the last second. Well, that could have been a breakaway. And that one will be iced down by Sno-King.
Now, the only thing I could think of with Tacoma, they just got to play a little bit smarter on that one. They're doing a good job. They're actually taking the attack to the Sno-Kings. They just could not afford that penalty. And again, that was one of those penalties you got to shake your head like, why did you do a cross check on that? It was not necessary at all.
One by Sno-King, Lee. He'll carry it forward. Stick handles around the defenseman. Walks around McKinnon. He goes behind the net. Up to Konderman. A shot redirection. Up high. Panov will batter there with McKinnon. And Tacoma will clear. .110 left in the penalty. As White will pick it up at his blue line. Konderman moves around the defenseman. Throw it in front. Deegan was in his feet and he fell. Picked up by Konderman. He checked off the puck by Whalen. And that's going to get down. No icing. Calling a tip there. So there's 42 seconds left. Panov walks in. He'll go 5-hole and score. Tacoma is not happy. And that will make it a 4-2 game. They wanted an interference at the blue line and didn't get it.
And by all rights, they did miss that call, but then you got to give the Sno-Kings credit on that. That player, he just froze Hundley on that one. He made Hundley make the first move, and he snuck it right between the 5-hole. But, yeah, they missed that interference on that one. I could see where they were very upset with that one, Tacoma. It was actually a pick. That's what happened. So it was an interesting non-call. But again, here we go again. That's why those penalties are just really stunting Tacoma, because they fight back into it. They go down. Sno-Kings capitalize again on a penalty.
And as much as they want the call, that's the way hockey is. You're not going to get those calls 100% of the time, and unfortunately, it didn't go their way that time.
No, but that's what's hurting Tacoma. They keep battling. You can only keep going uphill so often, and they've been fighting really well, but they're back down by 2 again.
Heimerman sends it in. Peterson, give it to the boards. That's picked off. That one chipped. It's going to stay at about the Pack 8 logo. And Trout will pick it up, and he'll stop behind his net. Looks for Hattiman. Couldn't keep. Oh, he could keep it in, but he's content to just bring it back out. Resetting. Tacoma will dump it in on net. That one's set up for his Power. Just cleanly set it up for his defenseman. Mixon. Dropped it back to Peterson. Kent. Couldn't pick it up, but it's offsides anyways. And like you said, like they're battling uphill yet again, and it's just they got to find another goal and get another, more momentum and keep puck out of the net another time. And like you said, now that's 3 power play goals for Sno-King, and something they want to clean up clearly.
And it wears on your energy level after a while. You can only keep climbing up that hill so often before you just get fatigued.
Shot there, capped out. Clock winds down, about 20 seconds left. Tacoma brings it in front, can't find a man. The Sing's gonna pick it up. We'll chip it ahead. Wixon chips it around Whalen. Big hit there by Whalen on Wixon. Tacoma will chip it out. 2-1, and that will do it for the second period. So, Gary, 4-2 game after 2 periods, and it's very obvious what the problem has been so far for Tacoma.
Yeah, no doubt. They're just taking too many penalties. Sno-Kings are capitalizing. Every time Tacoma gets the momentum on their side, it seems like that's when they take a penalty. Sno-Kings come right back, and there they back up. We talked about it a couple times. They keep going uphill. And if they can eliminate that, they're playing a solid game against the Sno-Kings right now. It isn't an even contest. It's just the penalties are hurting them right now.
Well, we'll step away for about 12 minutes or so. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
Welcome back, hockey fans. My name is Gary Allen. I'm waiting for my sidekick, Keegan Clark, who has been doing the play-by-play. I see him running over here right now. This is a very interesting game. It's 4-2, Sno-Kings over Tacoma. And it looks like every time Tacoma tries to get the momentum back to them, they take a penalty and the Sno-Kings capitalize on it. And that's what's really stunting their growth, Keegan. It's like Tacoma just keeps shooting themselves in the foot. They get the momentum. They get within one. They take a penalty. Sno-Kings respond.
Yep, and that's exactly right. Rossell's pick draw against White. One forward by White. Shot blocked. Back the other way comes Tacoma. Rossell's.
And it was
Tipped
interesting.
over. Go ahead.
I was talking to a couple of parents over there from Tacoma in between periods, and they totally agreed. They said, we're just taking way too many penalties, and that's hurting us. And it is. It's stopping their momentum. It's been an even game, very evenly matched game right now. That's the difference is the penalties.
Singh rips a shot caught by the goalie, Kellen Hundley.
Because Hundley's had a strong game for Tacoma, as is Power, so he's played an outstanding game for the Sno-Kings. But again, we talked about it each time they get that. The next goal is extremely crucial for Tacoma to get, because I don't know if the Sno-Kings go up by 3, that could be a major hill to climb.
Lee will take the draw. He's in there against Nicholson. Won by Lee. Shipachev up to the point. Shot blocked. Redirected in front. Save made. Shipachev walks behind his net. Goes up top. Walks the middle. Tries a backhand. Whacked away. And Sno-King will regroup. Petty. Up to Lee. Lee will carry. Back the other way. 3-on-2. Tries to make a move. Can't. And Sno-King will regroup at the own blue line. Beatty over the Shipachev. Shipachev chased down by Carl. They'll chip around him. Carry it in. Shipachev. Weinberger. Shot. Wide. Betty will take it at the point. He'll dump it in. Deegan. Hounded by McKinnon. Whacked away. Carl. Pinned against the boards is Deegan. He'll take it with his feet. And he gets tripped up. No call there. Shipachev. Over the Deegan. Rips a shot high and wide. Lee will pick it up. Lee. Shot. Rebound comes up off the blocker. Beatty. Another glove save by Hundley.
He did a nice job of picking that up. There was some traffic in front of him, and he's got a quick glove. He does. And he's keeping him in the game. He just we'll see what happens here. But, man, I tell you, I keep going back to it, but that next goal's huge for Tacoma.
Face off to the right of Hundley. Won by Tacoma. Peterson. Valiente couldn't pick it up. Spun at the top. Heidemann sends it in. There's a loose stick on the ice. Bordeaux whacked it away. No call there. Panov. It'll be dumped in by Heidemann. Pushed. And there's going to be a penalty here on Tacoma. Looks like for delay game, number 98 will go to the box. He didn't have his stick in his hands. Melio will go box. Mello seems adamant that he did nothing wrong. Doesn't seem like he knows what he did wrong, maybe.
I think a combination of both. I know he was unhappy because the Sno-King basically hit a stick out of the zone, and I think you got on that. I'm surprised there wasn't a call for that.
Tacoma was missing a player. So he'll sit for 2 minutes, 14:26 remaining. 4-2 game, and up comes Tacoma. Rossels takes a shot, deflects out of play, and that will go in the zone for Tacoma. Powers has had a great game so far. He's been very, very set in his crease, very confident in his crease. Just some weird redeflections for him.
Very, very, but yeah, he's really comfortable right now in his game.
And up comes Sno-King. Lee, 2-0. Shot, scores.
Again, what we talked about starting this period, penalties. And so far, I think every time Tacoma's got a penalty, Sno-King's responded with a goal, and this one might be tough for Tacoma to get out of.
Ryan Lee will pick up the goal. That one is assisted by Evan Panoff. 14:06 remaining, and that, like you said, is now the fourth power play goal for Sno-King.
And you can see that play developing, especially coming out of the neutral zone. Lee just kept going down that one side, and to be honest with you, Tacoma just lost him. They didn't see him cut in front of the net, and there was nothing Huntley could really do on that because he basically 3-on-1 at that particular time. So we'll see how Tacoma responds, but man, that was a tough goal to give up. But there's still a lot of time with 13:50 left, but Tacoma's going to have to answer here pretty quick. I don't think they want to get in below 7-minute mark being down by 3.
Deegan up to his point. Weinerman, shot just wide. Betty will take it. He'll take a shot. Bouncing puck swallowed up by Kellen Huntley.
That took like 3 hops before it got to Huntley on that one. That was a nice play by him to even keep track of it.
Almost like a ground ball. We call a ground ball to a second base or a third baseman there.
Yeah, and he just kind of scooped it up off that one. But nice job by him. And actually, he's doing a good job of keeping Tacoma in this game. They just have to play a little bit smarter.
New center. Puck drop. Initially won by Sno-King, but Tacoma will take over. Russell's dumps it in as he gets hit there. Mixon throws a hit on Konderman. Throws a hit back. Delayed penalty called. That will be interference. Mixon moves it up to the point, and that's going to be intercepted and blown dead.
Well, here's your opportunity if you're the Rockets to try to get back into this. I think it's almost to the point that it's crucial that they score on this power play.
In fact, it will be a 2 and a 10 for head contact. So Konderman will sit for at least almost the rest of the game. Shipachev will come in and serve the 2.
That's a very interesting call on that one.
Of course, from our angle, it's hard to tell, so maybe a little bit closer up, got a little bit more head than he should have.
But again, it's still as crucial for Tacoma because it's still only a 2-minute power play.
Trout. They'll take it and just whack it out of the zone, and it'll have a lot of spin on it, stay out from icing, and Peterson will take it up. He'll go behind his net to shake it off the defenseman. Peterson loses it for a sec, picks it up, back the other way. Here he comes. He walks into the zone. He'll try to drop it off. That one's picked off. And back the other way. Here comes White. White, he'll look to break. He doesn't quite get it through Carl. And White will send it back into his own zone, which is a smart play by him.
Oh, yeah, that play right there is going to eat up at least 5 to 10 seconds.
Talamontes couldn't really hold it. Russells Walks in the middle, the Pack 8 logo. Comes in. Across. Shot. Backhand just fluttered off his stick, it seemed like. Great play, and otherwise just couldn't really finish it. Russell's spins off his man. Sent to the point in Peterson. Peterson over to the far side. Shot. Tip. Into the corner it goes. Is set up. Russell's. He misses wide on that one. Carl. He'll chase down his defenseman. Puck gets sent out. Peterson will give chase. He'll carry it right back up, throw to the ice. Peterson shoots and scores.
Whoa, that was a snipe. That was an outstanding shot. Excellent job. There was absolutely nothing Powers could have done on that. He just pickpocketed and went up in the top shelf.
Colton Peterson will get the goal. That'll make it a 5-3 game now.
Yeah, and to me, that was a huge goal for Tacoma right there. Outstanding job. We'll see how the Sno-Kings respond on that one, but that was a nice snipe.
Content to say, I'll do it myself. Here comes Chipichov. He'll send it high. Deegan will chip it forward. Whacked away by the defenseman and McKinnon. Shipachev will pick it up for Sno-King. He'll look to keep it in. He's hit by McKinnon. Up to the point and Weiderman. Shot swallowed up by the glove of Hundley.
Without a doubt, Hundley's keeping it. Tacoma's in this game right now. He's done a nice job. The only time really he's been beat is with some traffic in there. He's played a stout net, but so has Powers for the Sno-Kings. That was just an unbelievable snipe shot that went over his shoulder.
Lee will take the draw for Seattle. Carl will take it for Tacoma. He'll win it. McKinnon grabs it, wraps it around. That one's going to go down for icing. So we'll reset back in the zone again. 11:03 left. Lots of game left for Tacoma, obviously.
There is, but that icing, again, it goes back to Tacoma. They can eliminate some of the choppiness they have and keep trying to skate with it. That's going to bode well for them, but all this little stop and go in the game, that's not really helping Tacoma right now. And I think the Sno-Kings are happy to do with it because each time that they're eating up an extra 5-10 seconds.
Betty. Shot for the point, and we'll go bar down and in.
Although Betty's going to get that goal, I'll tell you right now, and as on the Sno-Kings, is Deegan again. He loves to put himself right in front of the net, and he actually screened Hundley on that. He didn't see it till the last minute, and it was over his shoulder on that one. But again, that was set up by Deegan on that one. He did a great job of screening the netminder on that one.
Owen Betty makes it a 6-3 game with 10:50 left now.
Great shot by him, no question about that. But no, he took the view away from Hundley on that one, and he didn't see it until the last second. It was too late for him to respond.
Rossells will set up behind his net. Looks to move to his partner. Couldn't find him. Trout will dump it back in. Rossells will regroup again. Peterson looking to do it again. Here comes Trout on Trout. Peterson can't corral it. Throws it in front. Shot save made by Power. Rossells will send it back in deep. Mixon can't handle it. Chance on the puck by Trout. Rossells will send it off the pad. That one hits the back of the leg of White. He'll dump it in. Mello stops up, makes a move. Here he goes back up the ice. He'll shoot. Kicked off by Powers. Rossells tries to get it in. And Valiente throws a big hit, knocks him off the puck. The shot goes wide. That one's going to go down. No, initially it was waved off, but later was called an icing.
That was an interesting call on that one. Now, Tacoma's putting a lot of pressure on the Sno-Kings right now, and so it'll be interesting to see how Seattle will respond. And will they respond to play not to lose, or will they keep on trying to attack on that one? So, well, the next, again, minute or two is going to be very interesting for both squads.
That one, chip forward. Ahead goes Wiederman. He knocks it wide. Chased down by Danks. Danks gets up to Beatty. Beatty sends it in. McKinnon. Weinerman keeps it in. McKinnon. He'll whiff on that one. And sent out in front by a Sno-King player. Back the other way goes Tacoma. Hits the skates of Valiente. Still in his skates. Can't get it. Danks will pick it up and send it back to Wiederman. Wiederman. Over to Betty. Betty looks for an option. Can't find it. Gets tipped in on no ice. Gwinnett had trouble with it in the corner. And a hit thrown by Bordeaux, and he'll get called for that one. He threw it a clean hit, but just on the wrong person. Valiente was nowhere near that puck in that battle, and a penalty that you just don't need.
Yeah, but I'm going to be frank with you on that one. I was surprised that was called. I really am. Because it's almost a bam-bam thing, but it doesn't matter. Here's another opportunity for Tacoma to get a little bit close in it, but they're going to have to score. There's only 8:41 left in this game.
And being around USA Hockey, that is actually an emphasis of play now. They want to prevent those battles and those guys not in the battle being, engaged on when they're not ready.
Oh, yeah, I can see what they're doing, but I mean, some of the rules they have right now is questionable, to be frank with you, from my point of view.
White up to Deegan. Deegan at the top of circles, can't get it off. And back the other way, 2-on-2 come the Rockets. Trout pinches off his man. Russels sends it deep. Behind the net is Tacoma. Looking to set up. Throw it in front. Shot. Rebound comes out into the corner. Carl. He'll wrist one. Tipped and scores. Zachary Talamontes redirects the shot from Cool Carl and makes it a 6-4 game now.
And Powers had no hope of trying to stop that. He started to slide over, which was good. That was a nice tip in off that one to go in. So here we go again. 2 goals down. It seems like every time Tacoma crawls back in within 2, something goes wrong for them. So we'll see if they can turn this around and get the next goal on it. Still plenty of time in this game.
7:55 left, 6-4 game. Face-off at center, won by the Rockets. Valiente was pushed down by Deegan, who has lost his stick and glove now. He's connected to play without the glove. As Betty looks to send it forward, and Deegan now picks up his glove. Weinberger. Deegan tried to chip it forward. Back the other way comes Tacoma. Weinberger sends it up. Shipachev. 3-on-2. Shot blocked by the Tacoma defenseman. Shipachev gets hammered by Valiente. Puck takes a weird ricochet. Almost gets right to the front of the net as Deegan's whacking away at it. Battle in the corner. Mello tries to kick it forward. Can't. Deegan wraps it around. Tacoma's there to pick it up. Tacoma looking for options. They'll just ice it. And that will be a nice set. 6:51 left now.
It's starting to get interesting now. As the time goes down, you can see Tacoma's taking a few more gambles. And it'll be interesting. They start pinching down now when they get it in the Sno-King zone to try to get that defenseman to suck down in there, see if they can pop a goal off that. But Tacoma's definitely got to be careful here right now because Seattle's definitely kicking in some pressure on them. And I think that's partly to try to eat up some of the clock also.
And looks like Sno-King will take another penalty, and that's not exactly what they wanted. 6:30 left. Another power play goal could make this a 1-goal game with a lot of time.
I will absolutely guarantee you that Seattle coach is losing his mind right now. I mean, 6:30 left. You definitely didn't want to go down a man. You just didn't.
Carl has his shot blocked, and here comes Sno-King. Shot was blocked off.
Oh, they got it right. Point blank shot. Nice job by Huntley on that one to keep it out of the net.
And he's tripped up.
Oh.
Don't know if he really got the skates on that one or if he got more stick, but
Yeah, I don't know.
tripping is the call no matter.
That's the unfortunate thing. It was an inadvertent thing. He was just trying to go for the puck, and he got his stick wrapped up in his legs, and that hurts. Because to be honest with you, I think just looking at the difference in the teams, it looks like Seattle has a little bit more speed, so this could bode well with them because there's a lot more ice now, 4-on-4. Beatty took a nice shot. Good job by Hunter to kick that off.
Petty fights for it. Behind the net, 4-on-4 now. And up comes Lee. Lee back the other way. White walks to the middle. McKinnon intercepts. Back the other way comes Tacoma now. Rossels sends it to the middle. Nobody home. Weinberg sends it in. And that's going to kick White to White. White in alone. Scores!
That was a total unfortunate bounce for the Rockets, but a great bounce for the Sno-King. So that was a nice little deke at the end. He got Huntley to move, and he just did a nice job of going around there. Outstanding goal by the Sno-Kings on that one.
Yeah, bad bounce leads to the breakaway from essentially what was the blue line by himself, and he had all the time in the world and was able to bury it.
Well, he made Huntley bite on it first, and when he did, he kind of just slid out of the way, and it left the net open. Tough break for Tacoma, but an excellent break for the Sno-Kings.
Lee will carry now. He'll fire. Go wide. And up comes Tacoma. Back the other way. 2-on-2. Looks to make a move. Talamontes tried to feed the front. Couldn't. And Lee will pick it up again. Looks for Shipachev. Whalen holds the red line. He'll dump it in.
It just seemed in this game so far, Keegan, I want to get your point on this. Tacoma just hasn't gotten that break where they could get over the hump and get back into it.
Shipachev in 1-on-2. He gets hit twice. Throws a little bit of a stiff arm almost. Whalen will pick it up.
And now it looks like Tacoma's deciding to throw their body around, but it's just interesting how they haven't got that break in this game.
It seems like the clock seems to have messed up there. And there was a little bit of confusion. Apparently had expired on the time-wise, but had not expired really. And so it seemed like they should have both been out, but the clock was wrong. As the faceoff will be to the left. Sno-King will ice the puck. They look for the stretch pass to number 12, Heidemann. Go back inside the zone to the right of Power.
This is a good break for Tacoma. At least they got the faceoff in Seattle's area, but time's ticking down on them.
Yeah, they need a quick one here. Panoff tries to corral it behind his net. Can't. Peterson whips the shot. Blocked. Picked up by Nicholson. Nicholson wraps back around. Tried to feed the front. Took a wacky bounce off his stick. That'll be no offside. Carl knocks down his defender. Gives him an extra shot. Danks looked to hit him and maybe beneficially did not hit him as hard as he could have, because that could have ended up being another at least 2 and a 10.
Let's just say I think someone got a break.
Yeah. As the rough stuff is starting to pick up a little bit more. Maybe some frustration by the Tacoma team now. Kent tries to walk in, couldn't, whacked away, and that will be iced down by Danks.
Yeah, Tacoma is taking a little bit extra shots when they're going in, and that could be frustration. But it's like anything, they got to look at themselves. They're the ones that are creating havoc for themselves in this game. Give Seattle a lot of credit, but Tacoma's really hurt themselves with some of their penalties that they took.
Rossels loses the draw against White. Kept in by Tacoma and briefly before whacked back out, and McKinnon gives chase. McKinnon hounded heavily, thrown in front, and the puck whacks away into the corner. Mixon gives chase. Whalen to Mixon. Now White tried to kept in by Betty. Rossels will pick up his dump in. Tacoma tries to bring it in. Can't. Sno-King will pick it up. Heavy hit in the corner now as bodies are starting to kind of fly everywhere.
You think it's coincidental with the clock getting a little bit closer to the zeros?
Yeah, clock's winding down. Frustration really building up. 2 minutes left now. Battle in the corner. Kicked out. And up coming on a 2-on-1 comes Sno-King. Wixon. Shot right into the chest. Rebound. Whacks away. Blocked by the defender in front, Rossels, who didn't really intentionally need to, but did. Again, not almost playing baseball now in front of the net is Wixon. Mixon will get it out. Betty. He'll come down. Kicks it back to himself. He'll reset top of the circles and just backhand it in. Lee has it. Walks behind the net. Up top. Shot. Rebound. Still there. Puck's loose. That one's going to stay out somehow and whacked away. And here comes Valiente back the other way. He's going to dump it. No ice. 1 minute remaining in the third period. He looks to throw it out in front. No one there. Mello can't keep it in. Makes a nice spin move. Still offsides. Waits. Didn't wait long enough. And they're offsides. I think if you're Tacoma, you still need to stay positive about this game. They played quite well, despite the scoreboard says. I think if they stay out of the box, or majority out of the box, maybe can kill one of these penalties, this game is a completely different game.
Well, if you look at it, Sno-King's got at least 3 goals off a penalty, so you take that off, it's an even game. No, Tacoma's played well. They just kind of created their own bad luck by some of their decision-making.
Talamantes feeds off to his partner. Back the other way comes Sno-King now. Another 2-on-man rush. Over to look for White. Couldn't find him. Valiente picks it up. He makes a quick move, stops up, feeds his partner. Mello takes a shot. Wide. Battle in the corner. Can't find it. Peterson will hold it at the blue line. 5 seconds left. And they'll just be content to hold this out. Peterson will take a shot. Rebound came out. And that will do it. Sno-King comes in here, takes advantage of the power plays, and wins this game 7-4 here at the EWRC.
Yeah, that, again, both teams played well. they kind of mirrored each other on that one. It's just that Tacoma just hurt themselves with the penalties, but then you got to give credit to the Sno-Kings. They capitalized on it. So it's kind of like, yeah, they took a lot of penalties, but if the Sno-Kings didn't take advantage of it, it would have been a wash. But very evenly matched game. It was quite entertaining, and we'll see what happens off of this. But I know right now the coaching staff at Tacoma, they cannot be happy with all the penalties that they took on this game.
No, they cannot be. Well, that will do it here
Yes, it will.
this night from the URC. Tomorrow we start our games at
Is it 9:30?
well, the first game is at 8:30 tomorrow between Tri-Cities and Sno-King, but that is at Eagles Rink in Spokane.
Yeah.
Our games will start at, let's see here. What's the first 16U? Yeah, 9:30 here on the EW YouTube and Facebook. I'm Keegan Clark.
I'm Gary Allen. We'll see you tomorrow